You never put the World Series videos out?
Well, do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
Welcome to the Mouthpiece, episode 80, year 3. Today we're going to talk about my private online 5K tournament free roll tonight at 6 p.m. We're going to talk about my Texas ventures. We're going to talk about the world, poker, whatever has been going on. The Mouthpiece is next. What up? What up? What up? Well, it's been exactly a month since I had my last podcast, and I apologize for that. I've been under dealing with a lot of shit, and the first thing that's probably I want to address is my move to Dallas. When I talked to you guys a month ago, I told you I was moving ASAP to run the card house in Dallas. I am going to touch on that story a little bit. So on that week, I made an announcement that I'd be running it, and me and my team would be working hard to make it very successful. And then after I came on the podcast, which I was told to do, went on social media to announce it, which I was told by the people to do. After about an hour after the podcast, they told me they wanted my taken down from the social media, and which was kind of weird. So I took a couple posts down. I then told my partners how weird that was when I have literally emails telling me to put it on social media and let everybody know. We all signed a letter of intent. We all agreed to a certain thing. And to make a long story short, they got cold feet and basically told me they have no interest in doing business with me. It was pretty rough blow because we spent so much time negotiating it. I offered a certain amount. They offered a counter offer. I offered another certain amount. They offered a counter offer. We all agreed. We all agreed to all terms, and then everything was supposed to go Monday, 2 days later, to my attorney, which things all fell apart. Then they wanted to wait till after their free roll to see if their free roll brings people in. And of course, they end up losing like $120,000 on their free roll because they don't know what the fuck they're doing down there. Anyways, so my deal with Poker House Dallas is toast. I will not be going there. I do have my team talking with a few people where I'll be still looking for a place in Dallas. A couple other rooms I've been in negotiation with it, but I will let you guys know as something happens. I'm leaning more now towards the Fort Worth area instead of Dallas. But there's two other places that I'm looking for. So, that's what's going on with there. The reason why I haven't been on in a month is because, like I said, they wanted to wait till after the free roll, and then when I had a meeting with them beginning of the week, they kind of gave me the news that they went a different direction, which I felt that a month ago anyways. I don't even know why I wasted a month of my time waiting for them. But, I don't want to to throw them under the bus. I'm not that type of person. But once again, I deal with people that, try and make me look bad. And pretty, I don't want, if I go into detail of some of the things that were said to me and done, you guys might be very outraged. But all I could say is, we made a deal. We all signed it. They told me to go on social media because their free roll is coming up, and then 2 days later they kind of rescinded. That happens in business, so I don't really want to, like I said, be down towards people, because the people that brought me in are poker people. The main people who run the place know nothing about poker. The poker people insisted that we worked out a deal, which we did, and the people who aren't poker people, they worked out the deal and then changed their mind. So, is what it is. Since then, things have well. I went to Cabo for Super Bowl weekend and spent like 5 days there. Was a lot of fun. Had a shot at winning a lot of money. Me and my good friend Stu, we went halves on 5 $1,000 squares, and one of our squares of the 5 was Rams 6, Cincinnati 0. So if the Rams would have scored a field goal at the end of the first half, instead of not getting 9 yards in 32 seconds, I would have won $25,000 for the half. It goes $12,500 quarter, $25K half, and $50K for the game. So now it goes 10 Cincinnati, 3 Rams, and it's sitting on 6-0 at the end of the third. So we win the third quarter square for $12,500. And then nobody scores till the last drive. So all we needed was Cincy to hold the Rams for a $50,000 square. So, as normal in my life, nothing goes good when it comes to making big scores or anything. So we did win 12-5, which made us $3,700 apiece. But what could have been? Field goal before the half could have been double. We hold the last drive, we would have had $25K apiece. So, it was a big thrill. I've never had a square where you had a big sweat at a big prize. So that was fun. Kind of made our Super Bowl. The rest of the week in Cabo was great. We went out a little bit. We had good time. The people treat us so well at the place we go to. It was a lot of fun. So then I came home and I was really, really, really struggling from Dallas and in Cabo from my pain in my foot and my knee. So my knee was really killing me, and I was really worried because I lost my ability to walk when I was in Dallas, and then when I came back, I went to Cabo. So I got back from Dallas that Saturday, and then we went to Cabo on Wednesday. So I got back, was in horrible pain, got an MRI on my knee. And I was really, really, really worried about the MRI on my knee turning up where I was going to have the that horrible surgery again, where I'd have to learn how to walk again, and I was very concerned this time. I mean, I've had many of frightening moments where I can't walk at all, and I think I'm going to need that surgery again. So I had the MRI, had an MRI on my knee, and somehow, some way, the MRI came back that the disc has not moved at all, and that everything is the exact same as it was 15 months ago. So the thought that I don't have to have that surgery yet really was exciting and good news for me. Can't complain about it. So, but the knee came out when I had something carditis in my knee. I don't know. So I had an injection in my knee on Thursday, or Wednesday, and today it feels like I've gotten improvement. I mean, my knee still hurts, but nothing like it was before the injection. So that's a good sign that maybe the pain, which I thought was coming from my disc compression on my back, could end up being just something that needed some anti-inflammatories in it. So kind of excited about that. That's good news going for me. Let's see. Cabo was good, had the MRI on my knee, and basically just waited like an idiot for these fucking idiots over at the Dallas Card House to see if they wanted to wait till, well, they told me to wait till after their tournament, and that was all bullshit. So that deal's out the door. Okay, so one of the most important things that we will be talking about today is the fact that, hey, where'd this just go, Danny?
Did you lose something?
Yeah, I lost my feed. I tried that. I didn't touch anything. Anyways, is it right there? No. Well, that was fun. And thing I want to talk about today, and everybody who's listening, is I am running a free roll tournament tonight at 6 p.m. out of my online poker room. I have an online private game that I've been running for 2 years. It's been mostly the same group of people. Shout out to all my boys that play in my game. And they've been real loyal to me for, well, since the start of COVID, really. We've had it. It's not something where I make much money. I just do it for my fans and for my people who love to play with me. And, the room got a little slow the last month, and it had a lot to do with me because I wasn't playing much. I was working on this Dallas deal. I was working on playing live in the online game that Phil Humuth got me into, and what was I going to say? So I've been playing a lot on online poker and doing that. I went so my online game today. We're going to give away 3 seats to the online tournament tonight at 6. Basically, the podcast today is going to be we're going to do some questions, and people call in, and we're going to give away 3 seats to the tournament tonight. So for anybody out there that has not played in my online home game, basically we will have $5K added to a $100 buy-in tournament. Now, most of the time, we only get about 30 people. So basically, that's $3,000. So basically, I'm almost tripling the prize pool for tonight at 6 p.m. I'll be almost tripling it. So there's 30 players. There will be 3,000 plus an extra 5,000 available. Email mouthpoker@yahoo.com. Mouthpoker@yahoo.com if you want to play in a $5,000 added tournament that has about 30 people in it. So most of the people that are playing in it are my regulars. And as much as I like all the rest of you out there, I'll be pulling for them because they've been with me for 2 years. But hey, if you guys come in and you win, we'll welcome you to the game, and we'll be more than happy to show you all a good time because we have a lot of fun in my room. So that's the gist of what's going on now. We're going to see if we can get an extra 20 people, get ourselves up to where you're only getting 2 to 1 on your money for a $100 buy-in tournament. Hopefully get 50 people tonight. 6 p.m. Pacific. 6 p.m. Pacific. Email mouthpoker@yahoo.com for details how to play in our tournament. So that's going on there. I've been playing a lot of poker. I had a unprecedented winning streak where I came in with 20 days before the World Series. So this was, the World Series started the end of September, all of October and November. So let's go back to about mid-September. After losing my biggest losing streak of my life, I pulled off 17 straight wins. I went into the World Series with a lot of confidence. As you all know, I made 3 final tables, 11 cashes in 23 events. Couldn't get it over the hump. We have now cashed 34 of 79 with 9 final tables in our last 3 World Series. So for everybody out there that wants to talk shit that I can't play poker anymore, I want to know who's got 34 cashes in 79 events with 9 final tables. Sucks we haven't got one done, but it ain't easy. I mean, Daniel plays 6. I play 23 events a year. He plays 60. He hasn't won a tournament, a World Series event in Vegas since 2012. So almost 10 years. Plays 3 times as many as me. And well, because he has a bigger bankroll, he's had a lot of shots at some big scores. He's had about 3 or 4 seconds. I've only had 1 second, a fourth, a third, lots of sixes, sevenths. So I like the way I'm playing. I knew I was, going into the World Series with that nice little 17-day win streak was pretty good. And it carried over. And coming off the worst losing streak of my life, it was really important to get in the mindset and put wins together. So those last 17 days, I only got back half what I lost in the 3 weeks before that. But I took a lot of small wins to get me confidence, and I played well at the World Series. Did I play in the zone? No, but I played really well, and I mean, there's few events that really shook me to the core that I didn't have a real good shot to win. With that, it was pretty down. So, came out of the World Series in my cash game. I said I was taking a week off. I said I was taking 2 weeks off. So now, 5 days after the World Series, I jump in the game. I lose 24,000. I played as bad as I could play. I was so mad at myself because my whole life I've always gone against what I wanted to do. And so I took another week off, and then I jumped back in, and I rolled off 19 session win streak, 32 out of 33, 40 out of 42, and I won a substantial amount of money, but I knew it was coming to an end. I mean, all good things come to an end. And during that rush of the 19 in a row after the World Series, after I gave away that 24K, I literally got in the zone. I was in the zone for 19 straight sessions. So when you're in, for people to, hi Flash, come on up here, Flash. Come join all your friends who love you. Come on. Come on. Come on, bud. Okay, everybody loves Flash. You're America's cat. Yes, you're America's cat. You love your daddy? Yeah? Yeah? You want to say hi to everyone? Yeah? Do you love your fans? Yeah, that's a good boy. They love you. You're 20 years and 2 months now. Look at you. Or 1 month. Ooh, you're getting so bold. You're an old motherfucker. Want to say hi? Say hi. Hello, Flash. No, he's being a good boy. So, anyways, during that 19-day win streak, I got in the zone. That was the only second time I've been in the zone in like 3 years. And I was just crushing. And it was a really good feeling. So I end up getting COVID for the second time. I actually got COVID, was it the 6th of January? Yeah, so I don't know if I had even talked about this already. I think I have, but not in detail. And one of the guys in our game also got COVID, and he went on a ridiculously bad losing streak. So I said, well, I don't want to be him. And I remember the only time I had the losing streak was when I got COVID in July, before the World Series. So I wanted to, and this is the difference between Mike Matusow 2022 and Mike Matusow 2017 and through 1996, is you learn from your mistakes. So I didn't play for like 3 weeks. I came back in about right after. So I didn't play for 3 weeks, went to Dallas, came back, and right after I got back from Dallas, started playing again. I put together another 10 or 12 day win streak, or 12 out of 13. But I wasn't sharp. I was just kind of running good, playing cards, not really playing poker. And I was scared to play. I was taking some games off because I knew I wasn't really sharp. And it kind of sucks because you go from the World Series where you play really good to after the World Series where you get in the zone. It was a pretty good feeling. Now you come back after COVID, and when you come back, you got to play a lot tighter because the things you're going to struggle the most with when you're not in the zone is getting away from hands. So I came back, and lucky for me, I held up most of the hands I was playing and running good. But I knew trouble was on the horizon. I kept going, knock on wood, be careful. The bad run's coming, And, you got to, but I kept saying, stay humble, stay humble. And then the beginning of last week started it all with Mr. Phil Hellmuth, who was on full-blown tilt, 38,000 loser, playing as bad as he could. Of course, he'll never admit it because Phil will never admit when he's playing bad. And he raises, guy called, I re-raise it big, make it 1,000, because Phil raised under the gun. And so, of course, Phil calls 1,000. Mikey 3-bet out of the big blind, which I had 2 aces. Anyways, the flop come 3, 4, 5. I check, and I kind of got a feel when Phil's real strong or when he's trying to pick up the pot. He doesn't even realize what I notice, but I have a very good feel for Phil online. I tell Phil all the time when I make fun of him playing online. I won 1.2 million playing poker online in the last year. But Phil's not even 1/10 the online player that he is live. And so I'm able to do really well against him. But now he bets really big on this 3, 4, 5 flop, like 1,700. When he bets big there, I know it's not a set and I know it's not a straight because I just knew the way he bet it wasn't. And then the guy in the small blind called. Now, if he had a set or a straight, he would have raised 2 because there was 2 spades on the board. So I just check raise, ripped it for 15,500. And Phil calls 15-5 with a guy behind him with the 5-6 offsuit. Can you imagine if I called 1,000 with 5-6 offsuit and cold call 15,000 cold? Oh, by the way, that's me all in. I don't have any money behind. 15,000 cold with 5-6, where, congratulations, he was 46% with no money in the pot. Had 2,700 in, he put in another 15,000. And he wins both boards. He tweets it out on Twitter, how great he is, how I'm up 100,000 in this game. Meanwhile, he loses both boards there. He's down like, I don't know, 55,000 in the game, and who knows, he might go off for 100 as crazy as he was playing. Anyway, so that was a big loss for me. I bounced back from that loss and was able to get even for the week, and then then came disaster where I jumped in the game very late, and it sucked because I just took a hit of pot to go to sleep, and the game was ending, and then Phil sits down, and he was tired and not playing well, and the game got good, so I jumped in it, and I played really bad. Now, I did have a straight beaten by a running flush that cost me $7,000, but then I tried a suicide bluff on an ace queen board, which I'm never wrong on my bluffs unless I'm stoned, which I was, and so now I end up losing like 17. I took a break, came back the next day, lost pretty big again. This time I misplayed another hand. And the reason why I'm talking about these hands that I kind of misplay is because, going back to the story I was just telling you guys, I hadn't been in the zone, and when you're not in the zone and you try and play tight to help yourself get through it, you struggle to get away from hands in big spots. I found myself struggling to get away from a couple hands, and it cost me big time. I played yesterday, thought I played really good, got away from hands, ran good, and I won back half what I lost the last 2 days. So I knew reality was coming. Showing up and picking up between 5,000 and 15,000 a day every day is not normal, and so I knew a loss was coming, and it humbles me. It gets me focused. It gets me ready to play harder and harder. So that's what's going on with me. People were asking me to play the 10,000, 10 million at the Win this week, and they asked why I didn't play. Well, the main reason why I didn't play is pain. Being able to hold up 12-hour days playing No Limit Hold'em for 4 or 5 days is really past my health prognosis. It's very hard. That's why I play the WPTs, which are noon till 8:30 every day. Doesn't kill me, so I play some of those. The World Series are much longer days, but with the ridiculous late reg bullshit, you can max late reg it, play 2 hours on day one, come back 90-minute levels day two, win one hand, and you got a shot at winning a tournament. So the hours, there was a lot of grueling hours at the World Series, but I also have my scooter there. They dropped me right out front. It's going to be interesting where I could get my scooter, where they're going to valet, where the parking's going to be this year. I might have to park in back, have my scooter put in a room, but it's very, as long as during the World, they pulled the scooter right up to my car, so I don't have to walk much. And for people new listening to the show, when I have to walk over 100 yards, I get the pain down my leg into my foot, and it's real hard. Toward the ends of the World Series, the last couple of weeks, I was really dealing with a lot of pain. But when my documentary comes out this year, you're going to get a good idea of what I deal with, the pain I deal with. Nobody understands what I deal with. So, I got 34 cashes, 79 events, 9 final tables, while having a pain level between a 5 and a 10 every day. it's unfortunate that I have to deal with that, but the days of feeling sorry for myself are over, and so good days of me having good outlook are pretty good. So anyways, we're going to go back. We're going to talk about, if you haven't heard, my 5K added free roll tonight. In other words, $100 buy-in, and there'll be between 30 and 50 players, which is which create a $3,000 to $5,000 pool, and there will be 5K added. So if you deposit $200, you're eligible to play in the tournament, where basically you're playing a $200 tournament for a $100 buy-in tournament, because I'm adding 5,000. So email mouthpoker@yahoo.com, mouthpoker@yahoo.com, if you want to play in my online tournament tonight. Brandon, it'll be probably on Hulu. We're hoping to get it out before the World Series. If worse comes to worse, it'll be after. And if it ends up being after, he's going to probably come down for this year's World Series and make a few more interviews that he might have missed. So that's what's going on with that. Let's see what else is going on in my life. We go to sport before we take phone calls, and we give away 3 seats to my online tournament tonight. Talk about sports. Somehow the Rams won that game in the Super Bowl. All I needed was a stop for 50,000. Me and my friend Stu would have won 25K each. We already talked about that. So that was a good sweat. I don't bet anything. I haven't bet anything since the Super Bowl. I actually had the winner of the Super Bowl. I had the under, and I had Cincinnati. I bet very small. I bet 1,000 on each. Didn't really have a feel for the game. I kept saying the Rams were going to win big, but Cincinnati, they found a way to be there, and they were right there. And I watched Doug Polk put out, well, it's a miracle Cincinnati covered the spread, and I said, well, what game are you watching? The Rams got 0 first downs in the second half until that last drive, 15-play drive, in which they won. Now, if they don't lose Odell and their backup tight ends, would things have been different? Probably. Cincinnati could move the ball, and I knew the offensive line would be a problem. That's why I was leaning towards the Rams, but ended up on Cincinnati and the under. So real small, just for fun. So that was fun. My LA Lakers are an absolute disgrace. Yeah, big deal. They beat the Warriors yesterday without Draymond, who the Warriors are nothing without Draymond. And they've lost 4 or 5 in a row. So that win is not near as big as it might look. They're 7 games under 500. If they're going to need LeBron to score 55 a night, they are in for a disaster. God, being a Laker fan and losing really sucks. Really, really sucks. So, I mean, it looks like Phoenix, the Warriors, Miami, and the Bucks are the 4 favorites in the NBA, with Brooklyn and Philadelphia possibly in the mix. We don't know, what's going on with there. The COVID restrictions. Hey, everybody, what do you know? By the way, I looked yesterday. There's still 1,700 people that died yesterday from COVID. But what do you know? What have Mike has been saying for a year and a half? All COVID restrictions, including fake masks, have been removed. All masks removed from the kids' schools. What's changed? Oh, nothing's changed. They were getting massacred politically. They were polling 30% on every issue. So they did exactly what I've been saying for a year and a half. Remove the face diaper that was worthless and tell everybody everything's back to normal. They take their lying media lackeys and they take down all COVID death counts, all COVID cases per day. They take the whole world out of panic, and the year and a half they took away from everybody's lives, it's like nothing ever happened. So remember when you go to the ballot box in November, what they took away from you for a year and a half. These communist fucks. You know what I mean? Just remember that, because they're going to spend the next 9 months telling you how great everything is and trying to make you forget about the communist fucking lying, conniving COVID rules and that they had in place for a year and a half. When Trump said in June, 2 months after they shut down the economy, that we need to get back to normal, Trump was right again. Everything, I hate to say it, I'm not a big Trump fan. Like I was, but not anymore. I think he's an idiot. But when it comes to policies, he was right. Do you think he would? Did you hear the recording yesterday where he was on the show saying how Putin would never invade Ukraine under my watch? I told him if he invaded Ukraine, I'd drop a bomb on Moscow. Now, and he wrote, I don't know if he believed it, 5%, 10%, but 5 or 10%'s enough for he not going to do it. They put the weak fucking Democrats in office, like Biden. They know they've been building the troops up since April 2021, and they did nothing. And the truth of the matter is, no matter what the fake news tells you, that Vladimir Putin is crazy, it's just not true. What he's done is awful. It should be war crimes. It's horrible. Absolutely no reason to go in and invade an innocent country, you know. But the fake news won't tell you there's a big drop behind that. And that's, they insisted that Ukraine could be an independent Ukraine as long as they have no nuclear weapons and not part of NATO. Okay? Now, again, it's absolutely insane what Putin has done and what he's doing. I told somebody yesterday, there's a reason why that convoy stalled. This is all going to be over here within a week. I think, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to let you know. I think this is a scare tactic where they're basically saying, we will demolish all your cities unless you sign a treaty to be an independent Ukraine without being part of NATO. For all you idiots out there that don't know what NATO is, NATO was designed to protect the world and the European Union from Russia. When you have your next door neighbor now being protected from Russia, which is right next to him, Russia felt threatened with nuclear weapons, and with the West being part of Ukraine and NATO, they insisted we will never have NATO and Ukraine part of NATO, and this is why the offensive took place. So, is there any excuse for it? No, they could have worked something out, but nothing happened. When you see this, there's a lot more to it than they're letting you know. I don't really want to talk politics. I don't know if that's considered politics, but it's kind of like world events, what's going on. So that's pretty much what's going on. Let me see what else is going on. The Golden Knights suck. Went to the game the other day. They never win. They're 9-8. I'm sorry. They are 8-9-4 in their last 17. They look terrible. They got a lot of injuries. The goaltending is very, very weak. I just don't see how they might get out of the first round. That's about it. I'd be shocked. Team has zero chemistry. That's what happens when you take a championship team and you just dismantle it and You take the Benzino winner last year, Fleury, who dominated him, and you just trade him like a piece of meat for nobody. I don't even get excited to go to the games anymore. You know, the one thing that I can take good out of my Dallas trip is an Iraq war veteran gave me this pin. He wanted me to have it. It's technology and engineering and Starbase, Air Force Base. Pretty nice pin. Pretty nice coin. So a lot of good people in Dallas. They talked to everybody. They were begging me to come. They all wanted me to come. I would have had that place turned around in a month. Just the way the people run it are just never seen a room so nice, run so poorly. But who knows? You know, maybe it happens for a reason. Maybe they'll lose their license. I know my part of my team went to the hearing on TCH in Dallas, and it doesn't look like they're going to get their license. So if they lose their license, all the people that play at TCH will go to Card House, but then who knows, Card House could lose their license, and I don't know. The Dallas scene is really one of the roughest scenes as far as worrying right now, but the rest of Texas is pretty safe. So we'll see what happens. I'm still full blown looking to open a room or go in partners with somebody. So me and I've got people that are all in on moving to Texas. So chances are I'm probably still going to move to Texas. It's just probably going to be till after the World Series. My lease here at my house is over in August. So before that, I'm planning on moving things to storage, throwing all this shit out, and being on my way by then. So what we're going to do is we're going to take phone calls, and we're going to talk to some people, give away 3 seats to my $100 buy-in online tournament today at 6 p.m. My online tournament today at 6 p.m. So, anyways, let's light up calls, man.
The Mouthpiece.
If you'd like to take part in our phone call segment, you can give us a call at 702-329-0480. And if you're a snowflake or a pussy and you don't want to talk to me, you can email me at mouthpiecepodcast@gmail.com. Also, follow me at the Mouth Matiso on Twitter for times that our call-in segment will be live. 702-329-0480. Call me. We talk about whatever you want. We're giving away 3 seats to my online 5K added tournament tonight. I'm going to come up with some trivia questions, and we'll see who's going to win those seats. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. How's it going?
It's going good, Mike. Long-time fan.
Hey,
Long-time
thanks
fan.
for calling, man. I appreciate it.
I have a couple of questions for you. Actually, I've always wondered this, and I wanted to ask you. The first question was about the World Series when you staked Scotty Wynn. How did that come about, and how much did you take home from that?
That's a good question. So I talk about it in my book. What basically happened is in 1996, I left Samstown as a poker dealer. Older gentleman named Neil, who played there, told me he would stake me in the bigger games playing poker, and that as long as I signed an agreement, I wouldn't bet sports, because I was a degenerate even back then. And I ended up making this guy around, $250,000 in about 7 months. fast forward to 1998. That was 96, 97. He wanted to stake Scotty. Now, I had just finished second against Scotty in the Omaha 8, where I had an 11-1 chip lead. They gave me all the money in a deal. Bracelets didn't mean anything back then, or I'd have 5. I kind of gave that away, didn't even try, because they gave me all the money minus like 10,000 and 5,000. So, I mean, they felt I couldn't lose because I had such a big chip lead, and I couldn't probably if I tried. But once I got the money, I kind of didn't try. So my guy, the very next year, saw that Scotty had no money, needed backing, got back. He staked Scotty. Scotty won him 66,000, and then he didn't want to put 10,000 up for the main event. And the day, 2 days before the main event, I had a dream. Scotty won the World Series, and he didn't want to put up the 10K, and so I took as much as I could afford, putting him in satellites. I put him in 4 1K satellites. He lost them all. And back then they didn't run satellites all night or day. They announced this will be the last satellite before the World Series starts. He begged me. I said, "Here's 500. Find 2 other people to put up 500." He wins that. I get a third. 2 other people get a 16%, and we gave Scotty a third free roll. And Scotty won it, and I got a third, 333K, and that was
wow.
That was great. But it was probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me, because over my lifetime, I'm like over 4.2 million losers staking people. So
so that kind of started the whole trend of you staking people a little bit, and then.
And I staked a lot of really good players. You know what I mean? They just never won for me. It kind of sucked, but the fact that Scotty would, he won, that was great, and for the next year after that, no, people kept calling me, the guy who staked Scotty, but. I needed to make my own path in poker, which I think I've done pretty good at doing that. And that's the story. That's the story on me when I staked Scotty. So.
Well, thanks. Yeah, okay. I always wondered that, Mike.
Yeah.
The other question, I do have one more, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other question was, so the Full Tilt $1 Million cash game that was in London years and years ago.
Yes.
And you guys were all part of Full Tilt. Was Full Tilt staking you guys for that game and flying you out, or was that your own money? Or
they were staking me. I had a really decent deal. They were staking me and about 3 people, and the rest, like Ivy played on his own, Dwan played on his own, Patrick played on his own. But there was 3 people being staked, and I did quite well.
Okay.
There's a reason.
I really liked that show. That show was really, really good. I still watch it.
Yeah, I mean, they have it on. We have it on Poker Go now. I don't know if you have a Poker Go subscription, but that's where we have all the high stakes now. I wasn't on this year's high stakes poker or last. For a reason. I could have been, but they asked me a little bit late. I mean, playing 400, 800, I'm not putting up 300,000 of my own money, 200,000 to see if I do good well one day. So,
So what's the good thing about being on that on like high stakes poker? Do you get to put your own sponsors on your shirts, or what's the good thing for the players?
I mean, they paid us like $1,250 an hour to play.
Okay.
And now there's so many good players, and a lot of the high stakes poker has. What made the game so good is there was a lot of good players then, but we always brought in a couple of fish and a couple of maybe business people, And so everybody kind of made money. Now it's whose dick's bigger. Let's fucking all play against each other. And, it's whoever catches the cards are going to win. So,
Right.
I don't know. I've never been the type of person that watches a lot of poker. If there's not a bunch of characters to make you laugh, poker's kind of boring to watch. So, I hope everything's going good, and we'll see. But that's about it, man.
All right, Mikey. Well, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Thanks for calling into the Mouthpiece. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. So we are going to give away one seat right now to the next caller. And before you call in, I got to come up with a trivia question. What do you think, bud? Let's see.
I'm trying to think of some.
Yeah, there's a lot of trivia question. Okay. Let's see. I think I got one. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Okay. 702-329-0480. Give me a call. Try and win a seat to my online home game tonight. Tournament, 5K added. Whoever wants to try and win a seat. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. What's going on?
Hi, Mike. It's Daniel calling from Mexico.
What's up, Daniel? How you doing, bud? How's it going down there?
Very good, very good. It's nice to actually connect to you nice and smoothly, which first happened, but we got on the same wavelength. I wanted just to say one thing about your analysis of what's going on there in Ukraine and Russia. You said that Putin should be a war criminal.
Oh, I mean, some of the things he's done, I think it's awful,
Well, I just want to point out to you that the war didn't start, a couple of weeks ago or a week ago.
Of course it hasn't. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the West wants to point him as being the aggressor when he isn't.
I agree.
50,000 Russians died in the Donbass region.
No, I know that. I didn't want to say it like you just said it because I don't want right now. The war is run on emotions and fake propaganda. So if I say that out loud, people will be calling, Mike Matusow is pro-Putin. He has no character. He don't care about people. No, I agree with you. I know what's happened.
Is that your Daniel Negreanu impression?
Yeah, and so what they're doing is they're trying to paint Putin as a madman, but they know they know what's going on. They know they lost all these troops in the Donbass area. They know that it's all about Putin refusing to have a militarized Ukraine with a nuke and joining NATO. I mean, they said, we'll give you a centralized fucking Ukraine as long as they're not part of NATO. Now, that's really not much to ask when you're on the border. If you think about it, if your country is connected, let's just say Canada is connected to the U.S., and Canada is part of an anti-American group called NATO, okay? And they got nuclear weapons, okay? Or they have the ability to have some. They signed a deal in 2014 to not have any, which people are saying they'll not allow Putin to go in. But it's a lot more complicated than the fake news will want you to know. They want you to say Putin just went in there unprovoked and decided he wants to take Ukraine. And you know what's going on, man. So, and when Biden had the press conference like 6 weeks ago, and he said, well, if it depends how much he goes in. And then they had to do damage control the next day, and the whole entire White House went all in against Putin, even invading Ukraine a little bit, but that's the truth is Biden doesn't make that comment unless he knows what's coming. You see what I'm saying? So you're dealing with weakness, okay? When Trump was in office, he told Putin, if you go into Ukraine, I'll drop a bomb on fucking Moscow. Now, did he believe him? Who knows? But even if he believed them 5 or 10%, that's going to be a deterrent. There's a reason why they annexed Crimea under Obama. There's a reason why the second Trump was out of office, they went into Ukraine. Is weakness.
Yeah, I'm 100% in agreement with you there. This wouldn't have happened under a Trump administration. I'm not blowing smoke about when I talk. I'm married to a Russian. I married her in 2001 in Sevastopol at Ukraine, but I knew the whole place was Russian. And over the last, since the war started, I get reports from Moscow, my father-in-law, and from my brother-in-law who lives in Kiev, and it actually escaped out and got to his cottage, which is just a little north of Kiev. And we haven't even heard from him for 4 or 5 days. So it's a pretty tough situation there. But on a lighter note, have you ever listened to Gerard Celente?
Gerard who?
Gerard Celente.
No, I haven't.
He has some. He's a futurist or whatever, but he had a guy on who was a Texan married to a Ukrainian, and he was reporting from, I think he was in Donetsk of all places, and he told a story about they've got all these. The Ukrainian army is not a normal army. You've got all these brigades of Nazis, which they're all trying to be held together. And one
is that why Putin says we got to weed out the Nazis from Ukraine?
Well, yeah, he said we've got to denazify Ukraine, which is totally true. Now, I lived in Kiev in 2007 and 2008, and I saw the skins, running around downtown Kiev, and they're the real deal.
Yeah, that's funny. You say that. It's funny you say that. Yeah, go ahead.
The story that this guy told that was just happening in the last few days, that the Azov Brigade is down in Mariupol, which is the very, very south part of Ukraine on the Sea of Azov there. And so the Azov's down there, and they're being told what to do by the Ukrainian army, and they got into a bit of a dispute.
Yeah. So
they sent a Ukrainian general down to deal with the Azov, and they blew him away. The Azov blew him away. The Ukrainian killing Ukrainian.
Yeah.
So the Ukrainian army says, okay, you want to do that? We know where your headquarters are. We got general thing. They dropped a 2,000-pound bomb. They don't have that many of these bombs, but they took one and then took out the Azov Brigade headquarters. I mean, and this really happened. So we don't know. Like what do we know?
Yeah.
It's just
propaganda
on every side. Okay.
We know we're being lied to. I mean, that we know, because that's all they do is lie. I mean, we spent a year and a half with the bullshit fake diapers on the face, the bullshit and vaccine mandates for a vaccine that didn't stop the fucking virus. It was all about power and control. And now, what's going on in Ukraine is basically, you don't think the world leaders and Biden and them knew this was coming? Of course they did. That's why he slipped up at that news conference and said, well, it depends if it's a minor invasion or a major invasion.
Yeah, brilliant
move. I mean, brilliant move. Yeah. Plus, they saw the Afghanistan pull out. They saw what a weak pussy he is. Come on, man. Yeah. I don't want to.
You could get Trump up. You could get Trump up in a microphone. He hadn't slept into it. He performed better than Biden any day.
Yeah, and the funny part is, yeah. Did you see the State of the Union? Did you see?
But he gets to go 3/4 of the way, and then he'll go, "Oh, I'm going to cure cancer."
Yeah,
Like,
And then here, how about the
what
fact
are you going to use?
Yeah. Okay, so Biden just throws up, they say Trump just lies. This guy just throws up bullshit after bullshit. And the greatest is for 2 years, well, the right's been talking about it for 5 years, but for the last 2 years, the crime is so bad in these big cities that people are afraid to leave their house. So what do they do at the State of the Union? Let's see how many talking points we can drop right in. Oh, we're going to secure the border. Oh, the people who were for open borders, who let 3 million people walk in this country since Biden took over, are now going to secure the border. It's just like they get poll numbers, they see where they're getting crushed, and then they try and adjust. You watch Monday, Biden's walking in a field by himself with a fucking huge mask across his face. Tuesday, he's at the State of the Union, hugging everyone, shaking everybody's hand, no mask. And Wednesday, he's back on the podium with a mask. Okay? It's all political theater. It's all been proven. It does nothing. Okay? But these people are sick. And then they throw in we're going to secure the border, and we're not going to defund the police. We're going to fund the police. Oh, really? Because your fucking poll numbers ate dog shit when you guys decided to follow some far left nutballs on Twitter that wanted to get rid of the police over 13 unarmed black people that were killed last year or in 2020. Compare out of 40 million traffic stops or home where the police went in, 40 million. Okay, and then they want to paint this country as racist, which is all fueled by the media to get the blacks angry to get them out to vote, and nobody even understands this. They're just they do. The sheep don't, but they do, and they're
trying to destroy the American family. They're trying to destroy the American economy as it is for the middle class.
Yeah.
And there's nothing they won't do. There's so much corruption and stuff. It boggles your mind.
COVID was the biggest transfer of wealth from the middle class to the rich nothing will ever compare to it. Nothing. Okay? Every rich person I know fucking increased their wealth during World Series or during COVID by 5x, maybe 10x, and every middle class and poor person I know lost their businesses and went poor. But that's what they wanted. They put more people. They put in the poorhouse. The more people have to vote for Democrats for free handouts, and they don't care whose lives they destroyed. That's why everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why our leaders and the world leaders are just running their mouth and doing nothing about the Ukraine situation because they know the truth of what's going on in Ukraine. That's it.
The Americans don't want to sacrifice, one of their even one of their $150 million planes or whatever they cost.
Yeah.
Right. But this all goes back into of 19. There's an awful lot of stuff that people don't know, but in September 19, the overnight repo rate, which is the interbank lending, went to 10%. Like overnight, it went to 10% way back in September, and that has caused all of this. They had to bring out the COVID because we're sitting in a very fragile world with regards to the financial system all around. Everything is broke. Every country's broke.
That's why I put all my money in crypto. You
got all your money in crypto right now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I don't know about that. That's a good move.
I'm not worried about it.
You'd sleep better if it was in gold. You were joking?
No, Bitcoin is Bitcoin will. I'm in Bitcoin around 30, which I got in real late, but it's not going below 30. It's not going to like 10 or anything like that. Bitcoin will be between 30 and hopefully 300,000 here in the next 3 years. So we'll see.
I hope you make it on that one because there are something like 15,000 cryptos out there.
Yeah, I mean I'm only in the Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So, I just
Well,
got
I hope
it.
I wish you did that. I wish you did that back in 2011 or 2012.
Buddy,
or
I had
something.
10,000 at $27 a coin in 2013. You don't need to tell me, okay? I had every poker player threatening to kill me, okay? Calling, oh, you're going to open another poker room with another Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. And they all threatened my life, and I got rid of my Bitcoin, and that 10,000 was worth 186 million. So, yeah, you don't need to tell. Everybody has a Bitcoin story. So,
Well, you got to be careful because Pfizer, if you look at the Pfizer, Moderna stocks, okay, they're supposedly making all kinds of money. You look at the stocks; they're from 400 down to 150.
good. I hope they go to zero. The fucking crooks. So,
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard predictions of them going single digit.
good.
And yeah, would you? When was the last time you heard Fauci?
Fauci. Yeah, Fauci. Oh yeah, no, he showed up yesterday or today to chime in on the war in Ukraine. Now he's a war expert. Okay, first of all, he was a fucking lying, fucking infectious disease expert. Now he's a war expert. Says the war in Ukraine is going to cause a severe case of tuberculosis around the world. Okay, Fauci, go back to your fucking hole, you lying dirtbag.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways,
you're going to get that on top. You're going to get that on top of your bacterial pneumonia from wearing your mask.
yeah, exactly. This
I mean,
this
yeah,
fucking
just
guy.
like.
So, I don't know. Are you if I give you a trivia question, you interested in playing in my tournament tonight, or are you busy?
I would, except for the fact I don't
All right.
know how I'd ever be able to get money
All right.
into it because
Gotcha. Well, I'll give it away. I'm going to give away 3 seats to my tournament tonight, and I appreciate you calling, and we'll talk next time. Okay.
always fun talking.
All right,
Yeah,
take care.
Always fun. Bye.
All right, 329-732. Oh, what's our number? 702-329-0408. Is that correct? 0420. What the fuck's our number? Wow, 0480. Sorry, 329-0480. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Whoa. Yo,
Hey, what's up, Mike?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good. My name's Mike also.
All right. Thanks for calling in the show. Are you interested in winning a seat into my online tournament tonight at 6 p.m.?
Yeah, for sure.
You are.
Man.
Okay. You got 10 seconds to answer this, so you can't look it up. Are you a sports fan?
No, I'm probably not gonna get the trivia question.
Okay,
right?
then I got to give you
so
I got to give you a different trivia question. Okay, do you follow me in the poker world?
I mean, yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Okay. The last final table I made at the 2021 World Series of Poker was in what game?
It's so bad. It's either Deuce to 7 or Texas Hold'em. It's either one.
All right,
So-
you lose.
Oh, fuck. It wasn't
You
Deuce to 7 or...
No, it was
Or Hold'em?
It was PLO. 3K PLO.
Oh, shit.
Wrong.
Yeah, so
Thanks for...
you
thanks
go
for the
off
try, Mike.
off the deep end, and thanks for calling, and keep listening to the Mouthpiece. We appreciate it.
All right.
All right, later.
All right. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
All right, 702-329-0480. Who wants to win a seat into my online tournament tonight? 5,000 added. There'll be about 30 people. That's 3,000 with an added prize pool. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
What's going on, Mike? Hey, it's Johnny from West Virginia.
Johnny, what's going on, my friend? What have you been up to?
Man, I tell you what. Have you ever played to actually try to win money PLO6?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, am I just an idiot for playing that?
No, not really. I mean, I've done well in 6 max PLO. I mean, online it's a lot tougher, but I play a lot of it live.
I think. Let me ask you this then: what is? I just feel like if you've got 4 players in a starting hand, I don't think that short of a raise and a re-raise pot, there's not a hand in PLO6 that you don't want to look at to see a flop. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I know. Well, you got to play tighter. People play too many hands, so.
I mean, there's not a lot of skill. I mean, at the end of the day, 6 cards is a shit.
Yeah.
Skill goes out the door in most cases. But anyway, give me the sports trivia question.
Okay, ready? You got 10 seconds, though, so you can't look it up.
Okay.
The Lakers beat the Warriors yesterday. What was the final score?
Jesus. 119, 116.
Nope. It was 124 to 116. That's why I asked you. You're a sports person. You lose.
That's not trivia. That's yesterday's news.
Well, you said you're fucking a sports fan. I had to throw it out. All right.
Come on,
I got to give you one more chance. See, I'm a diehard Laker fan. Before they won yesterday, how many games in a row had they lost? 1, 2,
6.
3. No, the answer was 4. But they lost 8 out of 9. All right, you're 0 for 2. Yeah. You're out the door. We're going to the next question. Thanks for calling the Mouthpiece.
Wait, where's your tournament at, though?
It's on
what site?
I have an online site. If you want to play in it, email mouthpoker@yahoo.com, and my assistants will give you information how to sign up for it. All right?
Mouth poker ran together is one word?
Mouthpoker@yahoo.com.
Good to talk to you, dude.
All right, my man. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Later. Who wants to play at my tournament tonight? 702-329-0480. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. How's it going?
Hey, Mikey. How's it going?
It's going good, man. What are you up to?
Not too much. Just reading the chat a little bit. Just curious how you feel about all this Vince Van Patten talk.
What happened with Vince Van Patten?
They're in the chat saying that he rolled you.
Vince Van Patten? No.
Yeah, it's a funny story, right?
No, me and Vince Van Patten are good friends. We've never done anything bad to me. That's pretty funny.
I mean, he took a pretty big pot off you, right?
Oh, you're talking about in the Hustler stream that I played on last week.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, I was like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah, he beat me a big pot. He had a set of 9s. I had an overpair. I probably should have folded. I miscounted his chips. I thought when I bet like 900, he said all in, and I thought it was 1,400. So I thought it was like 600 more, but it was like 1,700 more or 2,700 more or something. Anyways, I didn't even look at his stack. I just said how much more, and I'm like, I ain't.
Well, let me
folding
ask you, buddy. How do you manage the side bets? It's a big game for a lot of us on the side.
What do you mean?
I mean, how do you keep yourself in control?
Oh, I've been doing this for so long. So, I mean, I got down 14,000, ended up losing like 3. It's I played actually really well after that hand. I mean, I sat down, got really cooler right away. Kings against aces, got lucky to hit a king on one of the boards, and then In the straddle, I had ace jack of diamonds, raise under the gun, and the flop came ace jack, like 9, and she had a set of jacks. So that was pretty brutal.
All right, I got one more question for you, and I'll let you go. When do you plan on getting back on high stakes? I know we all want to see you guys all interact in some big pots.
I'll probably film high stakes poker next year. I didn't want to play that high with that many good players and risk a substantial amount of my bankroll. Right now, my life is really good. I'm almost out of debt. Things are going as good as they can. And I don't like having to play high as a sky to risk my position that I'm in. And that's from a learning experience of going broke 9 times. And right now, I'd rather invest all the money I have in opening a poker room in Texas. So that's really my number one goal right now. So we'll see how that goes, and keep my health going good. Hopefully I have a good World Series. Maybe I'll make $1 million this year at the World Series, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to bet on myself to win a bracelet again. I did last year, and I had 3 or 4 chances. They gave me 5-1, and I'll be taking that 5-1 again. So looking forward to it, and can't wait for the World Series this year. I hate the fact it's going to be at this new place. I'm really worried about my scooter, where I'm going to put it, where I'm going to park, and basically going from there. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you know how it goes, Mike. You're a known player. I'm sure they'll make some accommodations for you. I wish you the best of luck. I know you're given a free rollout. I'm unfortunately in a state I can't compete.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would gladly take your money. But I wish the best of luck to you and your fans out there. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Yep.
What's that? Do what?
Can't you play it from anywhere?
Yeah, but maybe he can't. I don't know. 702-329-0480. Let's try and give away 3 seats to my tournament. What's going on?
Yo, Mike.
What it be? Who's this?
Hey, man. My name's Tanner. How's it going?
Good, Tanner. What's going on? You want to try and win a buy-in to my tournament tonight, or what?
Yeah, I do. But hey, I got a question, because I was just hearing you talk about wanting to go out to Texas to open up a card house.
Yeah.
So, what's that look like, man? Like how much money do you need to open up a card house in Texas?
I think to open up the room that I want to open, I need between 800 and $1 million. I'm looking. The place I was going to run is a standalone building. They put about $2.5 million in it. It's really nice, but they don't have a clue what they're doing. And so, as long as they don't know what they're doing, nothing's going to work out well. I wish them the best. I don't like how they treated me. I thought it was very wrong. Matter of fact, I'd say the top 5 worst things that I was treated, that definitely ranks up there. But I don't, I wish them the best. I don't want to just bash them here on my show or on social media. I mean, I really should, because, if they didn't tell me go public, and I would have waited until, we signed a letter. We all signed everything, and we were just waiting to go to the lawyers the next day. And then after all the hours we spent together negotiating, they decided to do this. So it was pretty hard because on me, because I put so much time into it down there. But it's okay. I'm talking with other people, and I will have bought another room within a month from now. I'm still all in on moving to Texas, so we'll see.
So that's something you're looking at doing it in the really near future, huh?
Yes. They're outside of Dallas. You can pretty much open a poker room in any strip mall. Rent a room out for whatever, $3,000 a month, whatever, and make it a social house. Put lots of games, some pool tables in, and there's lots of the way they get around the law. I'm looking at opening something like the Lodge, not quite as big. They got 60 tables, probably between 25 and 30 tables. And I've got my eyes set on a couple places right now. So I plan on opening a lot of Mike the Mouth card houses in Texas, starting with one shortly. And we'll see what happens. Texas is really exploding market right now, but we'll see. I've been in Vegas 44 years, so I'm kind of ready to move on. So.
Yeah, man. Well, best of luck with it. I think it sounds like a great idea, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's time. It's just very disappointing to have spent the time I spent with the people down in Dallas, and for the outcome to come out the way it did. People on social media are going to start running their mouths and thinking, Mike did this or Mike did that. No, they, I could show proof of, I don't want to get into it. I think Phil Hellmuth told me, take the high road, and nothing good comes about talking bad about people. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to deal with any bullshit on social media.
Exactly. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that high road and just say it was a lot of dishonesty that happened, and I was waiting, like I said, till their tournament ended. That's why I didn't want to run a podcast the last month, because what am I going to say? A month ago I said I'm taking over and running Card House Dallas, and now a week later all this bullshit happened. They wanted me to wait another month, and they threw more bullshit at me. So that's why we're going to be running a podcast here every week. Back to normal. Going to go start getting guests on again. Going into the World Series, that's my goal, is to build this podcast back up where we were at. And a lot of it is my fault, playing high stakes every day and doing really well. It kind of throws you from a loop, what you need to do, and stay grounded. So I'll be running the podcast here every week. But let's get you a trivia question.
What's the name of your youngest?
Okay, let's go.
Cat?
The name of your youngest cat.
Okay, so do you follow me a lot?
Yeah, a decent amount. I definitely
All right.
got that.
So
PLO
this
question
one,
right, I'll tell you that.
This one should win you a $100 buy-in to my online tournament tonight. Ready? Are you ready? Okay. What is the name of my little baby boy cat?
Is it Dash?
No.
Wrong.
Oh my God! Everybody in this fucking chat would know my name, of my baby cat, because he's a terrorist.
Your youngest one. Yeah.
My youngest one. Oh man, you screwed this up. Maybe I'm not going to give the answer, because I might give it out to somebody that.
Close to naming your oldest cat just now.
Yeah, you know what? You were close to naming my oldest cat. My oldest cat.
I know,
is
it's Flash, isn't it? It's Flash.
Yeah, but he's my oldest cat. That motherfucker's ancient, I
was close.
Yeah, you're close. But anyways, thanks for the call. And if you still want to play in the online tournament tonight, it's 5K added. Email mouthpoker@yahoo.com, and my assistant will give you instructions on how to play. So thanks for the call.
Thanks, man.
All right, later. All right, 702-329-0480. we are trying to give away 3 $100 buy-ins to my 5K added tournament tonight in my online poker room. Let's see what we can do. Okay, welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Hello.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
Good.
I can.
Good.
Who's this?
This is Spencer, Colorado.
Hi, Spencer. What's going on?
Hey, don't you think this new location of the World Series of Poker is going to be a total clusterfuck?
I mean, that's. I don't
kind of have it at the Rio, right?
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a clusterfuck or not. I'm more worried about when I get my scooter where I'm going to park it, and if there's going to be valet in the back. Hopefully there's like a valet in the back where they could put my scooter away. If not, if I have to park up front, on the strip, that's going to be a little bit of a clusterfuck. But that's the only thing I'm worried about. And, once I do that, I don't really care what happens. I presume that the room for the tournament is going to be probably nicer than the Rio. I'm sure they're not moving it there unless they have adequate room. So I know they build a convention center behind the MGM area. So it should be interesting. I like the fact they're changing the name to the Horseshoe. Anybody thinks they're not changing the name to the Horseshoe because of the World Series is crazy, because that's all Harris has is the World Series. They make $50 million once a year. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fucking money. So, they got to do whatever they can to brand the World Series. So I think it'll be okay. I think parking could be a disaster. I hope I'm wrong. And I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be real good. So
what are they? Do you know what they're doing with the Rio? Or are they moving forward like the?
Right now it's going to be they're changing it to a different hotel name. I forgot. I personally believe that in 5 years the Rio won't be there, and that will be the home of the Las Vegas A's baseball team. That is the rumor, that they want to build a baseball stadium where the Rio is. There's plenty of room there. It's actually the perfect place for a baseball stadium. Right off the strip, all that parking. The main stadium will be where the Rio is. That's the word of mouth going around in Vegas. I think that Vegas has too big of an offer to the A's, where I just don't think they'll be able to match it. So we'll see what happens there. But that's pretty much my opinion. Do you plan on? Do you play poker or no?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
of course. You want a chance to win $100 seat to my online tournament, 5K added tonight at 6 p.m.?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so let's find something that you can get pretty easily. Okay. My oldest cat, Flash, just had a birthday. How old is he?
20.
There you go. All right.
Got it. Yeah.
I figured I make one. We got to give him away. All right.
I think I know the answer to your previous question too. But I'm not going to give it away.
All right. So go ahead and write down his name, and I will. What's your name?
Spencer.
Spencer. All right, Spencer. I'm going to have you email mouth poker at yahoo.com and tell him.
No. I'm gonna send him.
Oh, you'll send it to him? All right, I'll send it to my my assistant, and I'll have you signed up by 5 o'clock. The tournament starts at 6. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
And I'll send you the information on how to sign up and everything. All right, sounds good.
All right, perfect.
All right, buddy.
Thanks
for calling.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
2 more seats to my online poker tournament where there's going to be around 50 people, which is 5,000 buy-in, and I'm adding 5,000, so there will be approximately a $10,000 pool for a $100 buy-in tournament. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
Good, man. How are you doing? What's going on?
Hanging in there, just watching the Bucks.
Watching the Bucks. Who they playing? They're playing somebody good today, right?
Yeah. Actually, I just got in, so just sat down. I didn't even see, but it looks like they won. But I'm not even sure who they played.
All right.
Yeah.
They're playing good.
Yeah.
I still think that
Got it.
it's looking like them and Miami are the 2 best teams. I wouldn't count out Philly or Brooklyn.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, fuck Miami. They just win. And what's going to happen when they get Kyle Lowry back? I mean, this team's going to be a monster, right?
Yeah, you would think. It's amazing how, we're getting down to the crunch time here, and a lot of these teams are dropping off or coming up, so it's going to be a fun run here at the end. I'm a Cavs fan, so they started off, they just kept coming and coming now.
The Cavs have lost 7 out of 8 now.
Yeah.
This is a team that's loaded. The Cavs are fun to watch. Kevin Love wants to be there. He's playing great. The team has, Garland's great. Allen's great. The other guard they got is great. Mobley. I mean, this team's really going to be good 3 years from now,
Yeah, they picked up Rondo for a little leadership, not too long ago.
I know one thing. The only thing they shouldn't ever do is take LeBron James back. Because, I want him out of L.A. because I think he's a pompous ass. I think he's the best basketball player ever lived. But, I agree with Dave Portnoy. Everywhere he goes, he just destroys, He went to L.A. He went to L.A. They gave him a championship team, and then the next year they let all their length go. They let McGee go. McGee played great for the Lakers. They let Howard go. He was a great backup to McGee, and they had no length anymore. And all of a sudden, they couldn't defend, and Davis got injured. And I don't know what made them now decide to trade 4 players: Caldwell Pope, Caruso, the backup center that won 6th Man of the Year for the Clippers 2 years ago, for a washed-up Westbrook. That they don't even need. He doesn't even fit the team. Losing Caruso, the best on-ball defender probably in the NBA. I mean, that was massive. The Lakers, I said before the year, they're old and they can't defend. They're last in the league in every defensive category. You can't win You can't win if you can't defend. It's impossible.
Yeah, I agree.
So I didn't even understand the makeup of that team, and it's a lost year for LeBron, who's playing at MVP caliber. And Westbrook is should put Westbrook on the bench. Let him run the second unit. Let him do what he's good at doing. I mean, he just doesn't mesh in the first unit. I just don't. I can't even comprehend that a team with Westbrook, Davis, and LeBron could possibly be this bad. I can't. It's unfathomable. Chemistry is absolutely horrible. Has to be, and that's why Miami's so good. Their chemistry's great. That's why Phoenix is so good, and even Golden State, the Warriors. Their chemistry.
You gotta be hungry.
You gotta be hungry. I watched the Lakers play. They don't even try they played nonchalant half the time. I've never seen a team that doesn't play hard. You know?
Yeah, conserve your energy. Let the other guy. Oh, I know. I'm watching them a little here and there.
Yeah. Do you want a chance to win a seat into my online poker game tournament tonight?
I'll give it a shot. I mean,
are you available to play from 6 o'clock?
Oh, yeah, I'm available.
Okay. Well, you seem like a good basketball guy, so you should get this right.
Oh boy.
All right. If you were watching the other day, before Miami went back into Milwaukee and spanked them, okay? But 2 days before that, Miami had a 14-point lead, and they lost to the Bucks. Do you remember this? They had a 14-point lead with 6 minutes to go. At the end of the game, they led by 4 with the ball, with 16 seconds to go. Passed it to their guy, got deflected, intercepted. The guy hits a 3, makes it a 1-point game with 8 seconds. On the inbound pass, they threw it to Butler, fouled them, but didn't call a foul, called a jump ball. Milwaukee got the jump ball, and Holiday put it in for a Milwaukee win. Before they beat them that game, how many games in a row had Miami won?
Wow. You might have me on this one, Mike, but I'm going to go out on a limb then. I'll say 3.
The true answer was 9. They had won 9 in a row.
Wrong.
They won 9 in a row before giving away this game, and then came back and won 2. So they should easily be back up. They should have 12 in a row right now. They are the hottest team in the league, and they look like the team to beat in the East. But
right on.
I appreciate you calling. And
good talking.
If you still want to play, it's a $100 buy-in tournament. Email mouthpoker@yahoo.com, and my assistant will give you instructions on how to play in the 5K added tournament tonight. Thanks so much for calling. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mike. Stay healthy, brother. Take care.
All right. Basketball trivia. Oh, there's fucking football trivia, too. Okay, welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. How's it going?
I'm back for the tournament. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, you're trying and win a seat to the tournament. Okay. This one's easy. Oh, can I get? Yeah, I could give you the. No, I can't give you one that easy. Well, I mean, you should be pretty smart. Before the Rams game-winning touchdown drive in the Super Bowl, how many first downs had they had the entire second half before that last game-winning drive?
Oh, man.
Come on, you're a sports fan. You're a sports fan. You got 5 more seconds.
All right, let's go with 5.
The answer was 0.
Wrong.
Well, shit.
They were shut out by Cincinnati. They had one. Actually, the answer was 1. They had 1 first down to get them in field goal range on their first drive of the second half, and then they never got one again until the last drive. It was that's why it was pretty amazing they gave it up. That was pretty amazing they gave it up. So yeah. So I'm going to take some more calls and see if I can give these away. And if not, you can email mouthpoker@yahoo.com and sign up. All right. 702-329-0480. I got 2 more seats to give away for my online tournament tonight. 5K added, $100 buy-in. Who wants to play? Who wants to win? These questions are too hard. Fuck, I asked if they're a sports fan first. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. What's up?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
Nothing. I'm trying to win a seat in your tournament.
Okay. You're trying to win a seat in my tournament. All right.
You got it.
Do you follow poker a lot?
I do.
Okay. As you know, Phil Hellmuth has played a lot of head-up matches in the for that belt for best head-up player.
Because I'm good at no limit hold'em.
Exactly. You know, have you followed any of his matches?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay. When he played Daniel Negreanu 3 times, how many times did he win?
He won 3.
There you go. All right. Figured you'd have that one.
you're the man.
I made that easier. That was an easier one.
Yeah, you gave me an easy one. That's for sure.
You give me your name, and I will call you back with info on how to be signed up for the tournament tonight. So.
Okay, great.
What's your name?
Bob, and
Bob, and this is the phone number to reach you at?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you'll within the next hour and a half, you'll get a call from my assistant and telling you how to reach, how to get this, so you get a ticket for the tournament tonight. All right, my man.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, bud.
All right, you got it. Okay. One more, maybe. I might even actually give away 2 more. Depends. Tonight, in my online private game, we are having $100 added. A $5K added to the prize pool. So there'll probably be around 30 or 40 people, which is like a 4K prize pool. 5K will be added. So it's pretty good. It's over doubling the prize pool. $100 buy-in. I'm going to give away 1 more seat. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. What's going on?
Not much, Mike. This is Husky17. You might remember me from June 2020. I was one of the original players in your game.
Oh, my man. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been?
Yeah, not bad. I just been focusing on live. I'm terrible online. I just can't read it. I'm not a wizard. So,
I could see that you struck. But, in our game, since we have a bunch of our game's pretty soft. So you won in our game, didn't you?
Yeah, in the beginning, I went on a little heater there, but it was probably just a little run good. But
yeah, I thought you played. I thought you played well. I mean, poker. It's poker. You know how it is, and the beginning, the first 3 months, the games were amazing. I mean, we had like 6 games going, and boy, those games were good. We had a couple guys we had one guy just put 800, call off 800 with king high against Ben. I remember that, and Ben had the nuts, of course. So it's the room slowed up a lot, and we're gonna give it a little boost here. Hopefully, we can get it going here through at least the end of the World Series, and you know how nothing lasts forever. So I'm trying to give away 5K to my loyal people that have been there since the beginning. So
absolutely, I'll definitely be playing tonight, regardless.
You want to try and win a seat?
Sure, no problem.
Man, I'd like nothing better than to give you one. Okay.
Oh, yeah, man.
Since you were a big part of the beginning of the game, let me see. Should I get any trivia?
Do you have any trivia about the game?
Yeah, let me think. Oh, man.
I'd really be surprised if you can stump me with a Mike Matisow question.
All right, let me give you a Mike Matisow question. All right. You follow me pretty good, right?
Yep.
All right. Here it goes. You've heard me talk about the most aggravating beat that I took at the World Series in 2020 this year. I know you've heard me talk about it. It fucking irks me, and I've repeated it a million times. It happened in the 10K PLO. Do you remember the person who beat me or what my hand was that this fucking idiot beat me with?
Oh, 2020?
Just now. You don't have to answer two parts. You could give me one or the other.
I can't remember 2020, but
oh man,
yeah,
I've been
you
talking
definitely stumped
about
me with that one.
That's only. I'm sorry, 2021. I mean last year. I'm sorry. Yeah, the 10K PLO, the 2021. Who beat me, and what was the hand that I had that got beat? I've only talked about it 100 times on the show because it aggravates me so much. Oh,
Got
man.
me again, Mike.
You said Mike Matasso trivia.
Wrong. I should have mentioned 1996 to 2017. I must have missed it.
Oh, I thought for sure you'd get this one. You know what? Man, that's a disappointing. I mean, I must have brought this up on five straight podcasts. This is how I call this motherfucker. I must have said it 100 times. Well, you fucking lose, man. But I'll see you in the room tonight, and I look forward to playing with you tonight, and we'll have a good time for sure.
Sounds good, man. Looking forward to it.
All right, see you then.
All right, take care.
All right, you got it. All right.
Bye.
Mouthpoker@yahoo.com. Mouthpoker@yahoo.com. Email, and you will get information how to play in my $100 buy-in tournament tonight with 5,000 added, including about, I think it's 1,500 to the top. There'll only be around 30 or 40 players, there maybe 50. Depends how many of you sign up. So basically, I'm doubling the prize pool tonight. Email mouthpoker@yahoo.com. I got one seat left to give away. Who wants to call 702-329-0480? We're going on 2 hours in this podcast. And wow, the time flies. Can you imagine? It's been 2 hours. So one more seat to give it away. 702-329-0480. Don't be shy. Somebody call and win yourself a $100 buy-in, free seat for our tournament tonight. 5K added. Who wants to win it? I don't hear the phone lines. 702-329-0480. All right. Well, I'm giving y'all 6 more minutes to try and win this seat. If not, I'll be sitting on an extra $100. Oops, here comes the call. What's up? Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. Yo.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you? What's going on?
Good. My name's Jared.
Hey, nice to meet you,
I'm a big fan.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. How you been?
Good.
Yeah.
I got one quick question. What do you think about the situation where they're thinking about Poland giving their planes to Ukraine and then us giving our planes to Poland? Don't you think that's a terrible idea?
I think they want to start World War III. I think that's insane.
I do too.
Okay? Listen, everything happens for a reason. Okay? Everything's planned for a reason. Look at the domestic policies were a complete disaster. Okay? If you don't think that fucking Biden administration allowed Putin to go in and do this, then you're just stupid, okay? Anybody in the world knows this has been building up since April of 2021. Fucking weak-ass Biden and the left do nothing about it, and they're in contact with fucking Putin. You don't think Putin just said, oh, let's just do this. That's why the idiot 6 weeks ago at the press conference said, well, it depends how much he invades. And then they had to walk it back. Okay?
Yep.
This was done on purpose. Okay? The COVID fucking bullshit with them controlling everyone's lives. Everybody got woke up to all the lies, where they try to put everybody out of business, control their lives. Right? So he was dying politically, and they needed a reason to get the focus off him. So now it's Ukraine, 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 Ukraine. Okay? Biden knows exactly how far Putin's going. Okay? Don't think they're going to take over all of Ukraine. Okay? There's a reason why they haven't bombed. That they're all sitting on the outskirts. This is all done for a reason. Okay? If they wanted to, they could bomb that whole convoy, take the entire Russian army out. This is not being done because they've already been told what they're going to do. You see what I'm trying to say? I mean, and
I agree.
I know this sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's just the truth, okay? Anybody that watches shit knows what's going on. So I think it's a very bad idea. I mean, I don't think anybody in Europe should get involved with this. If he takes it too far, yeah, I do. Like the one thing I said, I mean, I don't know if you heard the interview, that video yesterday where Trump was talking about, when Putin talking
I watched
about
a little bit of it, yeah.
invading Ukraine, and Trump said, well, if you even think about it, I'll drop a fucking bomb on Moscow, Now, like, did Trump probably believe it? I don't know. Like he said, maybe Putin might have believed it 5 or 10%, but 5 or 10%'s enough to
deter him.
To deter, yeah. So weakness is a bad thing in this world. Say what you want about Trump. Oh, he was crazy. He was unpredictable. They never knew what he was going to do.
Exactly.
And listen, Trump did a lot of bad things I couldn't stand, and I truly do not want him to be president again. And I truly do not believe they'll ever allow him to be president again. I think somebody will take him out before. That's just my opinion. I think that.
Hopefully they can get DeSantis.
I hope so, because DeSantis energizes the base. He's basically Trump without all the baggage.
With baggage.
You know what I'm saying? He is all the policies that made this country amazing. The last 4 years, which they destroyed in 1 year. Come on, Flashy. Jump on up, old man. Come on. I'm not picking you up. You jump up, fucker. And so, what, bud? Oh, you're right here. Okay. At least you came halfway up. I'll carry you the rest of the way. Good boy. And so, what, buddy? What? You're the star of the show. Everybody knows Flash is the star of the show. So, DeSantis is, I love when he walked in the other day and told the Florida students, take off your masks. There's no more political theater. That was just great. Yep. The left went crazy, but the science has come out. But I didn't need the science. You needed anybody with 1/10 of a brain that will know that cloth masks are not going to stop COVID. Okay?
That's true.
N95 mask, if they would have given N95 masks out 2 years ago, it might have done a lot to stop COVID. I don't know if it would have done much, but it would have done a lot more than paper masks that they made everybody fucking wear. I mean, you know what bothers me the most? I don't have kids. What they've done to these kids, they were kicking families off airplanes because their 2-year-old kid wouldn't put on a paper mask. It was insanity. It was pure insanity.
Yeah, it was.
And me and Jeff Madsen we were like ostracized on Twitter for telling the truth, And then what's it called comes out that showed that the masks do nothing. Did you see the new chart that came out in Israel? In Israel, 80% of all deaths are vaccinated. Only 20% are unvaccinated. So basically everything they sold us was a lie. And I knew it. Everybody knew it. I mean, all you had to do is have 1/10 of a brain. But the left is so brainwashed and they're so sheep, and they think whatever they see on propaganda media is true. They don't do any research themselves.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch Louder with Crowder? That's his podcast is very good. I watch it every day.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He got censored off. They took him off Twitter also.
But he's on Rumble now too.
Yeah.
He's still up on YouTube for the first hour.
Yeah. He's really good. I mean, I love it. I mean, I tell people all the time, like, go check out Steven Crowder's YouTube videos, or because, like he says, he'll say the Democrats are this. He goes, change my mind, right? Or what have they done for the country? Change my mind. Or it's still like I still have a $1,000 offer for anybody on my show that calls in and can name one policy the Democrats have put forward the last 5 years that has helped the country, and nobody could put one. That goes to show you how fake and phony they are. And believe it or not, the country needs a good two-party system. I mean, you need different ideas, but you don't need ideas that let's follow the crazies on Twitter, the far left ideas of open borders and defund the police and police are killing black people. Just complete lies, all lies.
The social media is totally polarized both sides of our country.
But the thing is you need our leaders to understand that only 20% of all Americans are on Twitter, and 80% of all tweets come from 10 of the 20% or some ridiculous number. So it's just all not real. Okay, you got to follow policy. You got to go out in the country and listen to what people want. See, that's why Trump got so powerful. He went out and people say, oh, he tapped into racism. Well, no, he tapped into to poor white people who have been left behind. Do you ever hear the fake news?
Still believe in America.
Right. They believe in America. They believe in American values. But all you hear from the left is racism. And it's the blacks are oppressed. Well, how about we have more poor white people in this country than we have poor black people by about how many white people there are by about 4 to 1. So, you can't just be anti-white. Everything's an anti-white message. Everything's, and there is no racism. I mean, there's a pocket of people that are racist, but we're not a racist country. We fucking elected a black president twice. Give me a break.
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree. It's just lies to try and get power. And right before the midterms this year, and then the 2024 election, somebody will get shot. They'll politicize it and lie like they did with Kyle Rittenhouse, right? And they'll push. And then the 4 or 5 more police officers will get shot, all for political power. And they'll do it every fucking year, every election cycle since I became president, or since I became political. So that's 3. And they don't care. So, they say they care. Trump said he was going to give $520 billion to the black and neighborhoods, to the ghettos and stuff, and under the Platinum Plan that he put together with Ice Cube. Ice Cube went behind Trump because Biden said, we'll wait till after the election. Well, we're 2 years in. He's done nothing and has no plans. All they do is talk about what they'll do for African Americans and Latinos. They'll never do anything. They just use.
Because there's no incentive for them to help them. They're better off.
They need them poor. As long as they're poor and in the ghettos and struggling to survive, they need the welfare checks and they have to vote Democrat. And anybody with any brain would know this, but I'm not going to get to. Anyways,
no, I know. Well, let's go for the
last seat. Free roll tonight in my online game. Okay? Are you ready?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Well, you know a lot about politics. Maybe I'll ask you a politic question.
Okay.
You're pretty smart with politics, right?
Yeah.
All right. People say that a lot of people say there was widespread voter fraud and Trump actually won the election. I personally don't believe there was widespread voter fraud, but Trump lost the election in basically 3 states, Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin. If Trump how many votes within 5,000 did Trump lose those 3 states by, in which he would have won those 3 states, he would still be president? Do you know that answer?
I'm going to say 20,000.
No, you were close. The answer was 42,000. If Trump flipped 21,000 votes, he would have won the presidency. And that's why I always go out and say, with those double and triple, and I had one guy that got 10 extra mail-in ballots. Okay,
well, I mean, they don't understand. There didn't have to be widespread fraud.
No,
they just had to be. They just had to be like Atlanta, and Milwaukee, and Philadelphia.
That's it.
And they could control the state. They could control the state.
They controlled the Democrats controlled the state legislature. They were able to show that they didn't keep track. They didn't take signature checks of all the mail-in ballots. And that 20,000 in 3 states it's like maybe a couple thousand in each voting booth, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not even. So I don't believe there was widespread voter fraud, but I do believe.
Well, it was just the 3 key cities.
Just look at the 3 key states where Trump was way ahead when they stopped the count at 10:30 at night on November 4th. And that's it. I just want people to look at the data. Look at the data and understand where it was won or lost. And listen, the bottom line is if they did cheat and steal the election, they just cheated better than the Republicans. That's all. I mean, you don't think the Republicans cheat just as much? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they try to make districts better for them. And
of
all
course,
that stuff. Yeah, for sure.
The Republicans stole the 2000 fucking presidency from Gore. Okay, I'm just trying to say they just stole it better. People should stop crying and learn how to steal better than they did next time. That's all. And that's the bottom line. But I appreciate the call. We're gonna try and give away this seat here in the next few minutes.
Thanks, Mike.
You got it. Take care. Hey, make sure if you want to play tonight, email mouthpoker@yahoo.com. 5,000 added, $100 buy-in. Talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you. All right, bye.
Bye. All right, let's get a call. 329-0480. Who wants to win the last seat? Brandon Wong, why don't you call me? Come on. I talk shit to you all the time. Let's see if we can get you a fucking seat into the tournament tonight. Fuck, you should know every fucking Mac the Mouth. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, it's Charlie.
Charlie, what's going on? Is this hooch?
Yeah, it is.
I know. What's going on, man? Fucking destroying my game. Why don't you tell everybody how easy my game is that you destroy every day?
It's pretty good. I would jump in if I were you.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so my man Charlie, he's been with me for, what have you been, almost a year now?
No, it's been well over a year. It's been almost a year and a half now.
Yeah, almost a year and a half. He joined my home game in high school. He had never played before, and he's actually becoming one of the best players in the room, and I'm proud of you for that.
Well, Mike, you took my $5,000 bankroll that I started with from mowing lawns my entire life, and I had to get better.
Yeah, I like the way you're playing. I purposely didn't call Marcus yesterday because I knew I was going to bust him. I knew Ace King was good. I purposely checked the river turn so he would bet the 40 on the river, and I would call him. But when he bet 554, I didn't want to bust him.
Yeah.
So he's a good guy, and he's important to the room. But anyways, what are you calling? You want to try and win a seat tonight?
No, I'm good without winning a seat.
Yeah, you don't need to win a seat.
I was just wondering if you were looking at Doug Polk's Twitter and YouTube at all to see that you're not even on the top 100 list that he made.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, he had me at 33 when he first put the list together. Now he put the top 100. That's fine. I just finished top 30 in the Player of the Year every year against the best players at 54 years old with chronic pain. So that's all good, you know.
Well, I definitely thought the list kind of leaned more towards online pros than
of course.
live pros.
I saw what he put it. He leaned it all towards online pros that can only play Hold'em. Okay, when you have top 100 poker players, you know, you don't put the top 100 no limit Hold'em players. I mean, he's got like 10 no limit Hold'em players that are great. They ain't top 100 poker players, you know. So
well,
listen.
That's just his kind of view. I mean, there's a quote by Barry Greenstein saying that if you want to be a great poker player, you got to learn how to play all the games.
Absolutely.
I think he kind of came from it in a more Hold'em-based view of things.
Yeah, Hold'em and PLO. And the truth of the matter is, yeah, you can have your Hold'em and PLO. I mean, I do great in Hold'em, you know. Probably not many people in the world that won more money than I have the last 2 years playing poker in Hold'em. But, you know, I know that I don't believe there's 20 people in the world that play mixed games better than me. And maybe I'm delusional, but I've only had one losing month playing live mixed games in the last, I don't know, 20 years. And they don't allow me any of the private games because I'm too good. So, you know, when you're not allowed in the private games, in the mixed games, then you must, I don't think you're bad at poker. So, yeah, that doesn't bother me whatsoever because, you know, that's it. You know, nothing else to say. All right, man. Let me try and get us a seat. Give us away some more seats for tonight's game. I'll see you at 6:00, and I wish you luck tonight. I hope you win. If I don't.
Thanks.
So, all right, Charlie.
All right, I'll see you later, Mike.
All right, you got it. All right, one seat to give away. Does it bother me that I'm not in the top 100? No, not at all. I know there's not 100 poker players in the world that are better than me. Might be, I don't even think there's 100 no limit Hold'em players better than me, to be honest with you. I don't even think there's 50 better than me. Every tournament I go to, I cash them. I don't even play. These people play 100 tournaments a week. So, yeah, that's all good. I don't need bullshit. You know, everything's political in poker. You know, they decide, they just, whatever. So, anyways, one more seat, 329-0480. I am going to give away one more seat. I am literally got 2 minutes to give away one more seat, or I'm not giving it away. That's it. Brandon, call me in. Even though I hate you politically, you're all right. Let's give you a free seat. You should know every fucking trivia question that I've ever had on here. Fuck, you follow me every day and you fucking troll me every day. I've got a good one for you. Anyway, 702-329-0480. And that's it. Who wants to win a seat? $100 buy-in to my 5K added tournament tonight, 6 p.m. That's 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now. 702-329-0480. And I will give away one more $100 buy-in to my tournament tonight. And if you don't win a seat, you can email mouthpoker@yahoo.com and see how you can qualify to enter my tournament tonight. I think it's a $200 deposit, 100 towards tournament. If you're not part of the group, with a chance to win an extra $5,000 tonight. Okay, I guess I only have to give away 2 seats. You know what, Danny? I'll give you the extra seat. Yeah. That'll teach these people for not calling in. I could have gave them an extra seat. My man Brandon was too scared to call in because he was worried I might troll on his ass with but I wouldn't troll on him. I'm a nice guy. Brandon, you're politically brainwashed, but you're a nice guy, and I get along with all the liberals and the crazy QAnon people, and I don't care who you are. I love you for who you are. I mean, it's amazing how many people get so aggravated because you have a different political view than them. I don't ever get aggravated. I mean, I see more morons, and I call it out. I mean, Biden's polling at 33%, and it ain't because of the right. You take away the tribalism on the right and the tribalism on the left, and he's still 17 points underwater with all the people that don't even know what a Republican or a Democrat is. So if you're on the left and you actually say that Biden's doing a good job, that means you're part of tribalism and brainwashed. If you're on the right and you don't think that Trump was a complete moron, then you're part of tribalism on the right. And that's a fact. That's just a fact, you know. And it's very important in this country to not be part of tribalism. And since we never got another call, Danny, you're going to get that last seat since I haven't paid you anything in months. Did you ever get our World Series videos out? I somebody say that you didn't finish getting all the World Series videos out.
They're not all out.
Oh, come on.
We were getting flagged for all of our COVID type content.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there's a lot of that in there.
All right, well,
During that, but
there's no COVID content in. Yeah, you know what's funny? They flagged us for all the COVID content, and everything we said came out to be true. Okay? Just like Joe Rogan said, you know? He said, it's amazing what's considered misinformation ends up being truth 3 months later because it doesn't fit their narrative. Yeah, so, yeah, get those videos up. Please do.
they backed off of us now.
And if you don't get those videos up, I need you to fucking do the videos for the World Series in 2 months. Are you going to fucking not get them done?
No, they'll get done.
Oh, we are? All right.
We even have a new camera.
We got a new camera. Sweet. Well,
Since
you
I,
know.
dropped that one off the back of my Hummer that one.
Yeah, we really we got to do a video for the YouTube channel and make sure it's released. Let's see, what are we going to come up with this time? Maybe we'll still do the COVID idiots. I mean, it's kind of over. Well, COVID hasn't ended. Nothing has changed. The same I looked yesterday, 1,700 people a day are dying. Oh, what changed? Oh, they did what I said. The fake news could quit reporting on it, remove all mandates, and everybody thinks COVID's over. Oh, because it was always political. Period. Always. 100%. So, anyway, no, Brandy, Trump is not a traitor. He's a moron. Okay? The guy in the White House right now is a traitor. Okay? He's the one. Go look at the laptop. The New York Post put out that they suppressed before the election. He was in bed with Ukraine. He was in bed with China. He's getting millions of dollars under the table. He's the corrupt motherfucker. That they have proof on that. Okay, whatever the left says, the right is what the left is. I'm not going to get into it. I can prove it all to you. If you really want to talk politics, you can call me into the show anytime, and I can prove everything to you, what's going on in the world. Anyways, we're going to end up not having to give away a seat. We give it to you. The phone is ringing. My friend Ashley is calling. Ashley, I'm doing a podcast. I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes. All right. We're going to do another show. I'm going to have a guest come in next week. You know, it's amazing. There's 80 people concurrently watching the show, and all you people are scared to call into me. You could have won a seat to the tournament tonight, but it's too late because Danny got it. We're out of here. I just want to say God bless the people of Ukraine. Hopefully the war will end soon. But like I said, there's a lot more to it than the news is telling you. I care about everybody. I wish you all a safe and happy weekend. And that's about it. Take care. Talk to you guys next week, next Saturday or Sunday on the Mouthpiece. We're going to be running one every week and keeping you up to date what's going on. Thanks for calling in. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.
The Mouthpiece.